The off season is over and season 10.5 is here on the horizon as we start things off with the premier upper quarterfinal of the Porters Gaming League. Welcome in everybody here. Beautiful way to start things off. May the 4th be with all of you tonight for all of those who celebrate. But we're going to have a banger tonight with the Rebellion versus Frontera SD Chrome. Getting things going here in a bit of a hybrid season in the Supporters Gaming League. Lots of exciting gameplay over the horizon once again for us. A new format that we're going to be trying out for this short season to get things going. A double elimination tournament that is going to bring all the teams together for a couple weeks of action before we heat things up for the highly anticipated World Cup coming over here in just a couple weeks that kicks off in June. I'm Anomaly here tonight and with the always great Maz on the production. We are really looking forward to this season. Roster changes, player changes, new teams, people that have been practicing their mechanics that are ready to light up the scoreboards with a lot of action so far. Tonight we got Rebellion, the hot and upcoming team, back into the Premier after pretty much blazing through the championship last season. The Rebellion 11-1 on the way to a season 10 championship with 45 points over Steel Army. Cup champions knocking off Steel Army 4-1, only losing at 2 total games on the way to that cup championship. So this is a team that knows bracket play. They know how to navigate it. And we look back real quick, just a quick hint at what we saw last season when we talk about Rebellion. We talk about a team that led the championship in goals, assists, saves, pretty much any category you can talk about. Rebellion was leading in it last season. 11-1 record as they were able to overcome Steel Army, Defiance, and FSD Azul, rounding out some of the top teams from the championship. On the other side, a battle that Rebellion are going to face tonight is FSD Chrome, runners up oh so close in the premiere last season of season 10, falling just behind the Timbers Army, who finished off with a 12-2 record, 52 points, right behind Chrome's 11 wins, 3 losses, and then just kind of a really even stretch across the premiere between the KC Cauldron, La Cinco Doce, and El Matador, who is going to have an exciting roster this season. I am really excited for what's going to come. Even though we have a little bit of a shortened season, we don't have the regular schedule, the regular slate. We certainly are going to have a huge battle if we want to pull up the bracket of what it's going to look like. We're going to have a little bit different of a setup here this season. We're going to have just a bracket play and then placement seeds when it gets down to it. What you're looking at right now is our premier bracket, and you see a brand new team lucky enough to get that bye week with Defloon Black, who is going to be featuring one of my friends, Turn, on that new team. Has Doughboy on there, a couple really great Rocket League players. They're going to be await the winners of La Cinco Doce and Axe and Army in the upper semifinal. We are here with Rebellion and Chrome, who are going to take on the winner of El Matador and the KC Cauldron. It's going to be really a battle and just one of those really unpredictable kind of Rocket League bracket play style tournaments. When you look at teams, we talk about Rebellion, one of those teams that scores a lot of goals. They're going to have a lot of mechanics. They're going to be a lot of team play. Shorts and Polar last season had season highs with goals. Polar was just behind with 67. Shorts finished with 70 goals. Polar league leading 49 assists. Shorts with 47. And then on the other side of that, their teammates Gogon and C5 really rounded things up, who kind of split matchups, and they're going to be just really one of those teams. They're going to be a tough team. It's going to be interesting to see how they do now here in the Premier League. On the other side, FSD Chrome, one of those teams, you know what you get. You're going to get Mecky Ducky, and you're going to get a lot of Mecky Ducky. Mecky Ducky was only behind Caesar in saves last year with 83. Obviously, we know what Caesar did with the burn with 117, pretty much carrying the way for my squad last year, as he was with us for El Matador. Mecky Ducky scoring 70 last season was really impressive. Chelsea Man with 44, Shea Bomb with 40, and it was just one of those teams that they were just fell just short when it came down to the final. This is one of those exciting seasons. We're excited to see new rosters, some new players, some new teams. Obviously, now it's exciting to see a team from Minnesota. At the moment, has 2 teams representative of their squad. They have a team that's both in the Premier and in the Championship. But it's all just cooking things up for the summer where we have the World Cup coming. I know I'll be at a couple of games. Some other guys going to be in the games. So it's really exciting summer for this league and for a lot of the fans of teams in the United States, Canada, Mexico, teams from all around the world coming. For those of y'all that are like, what in the world is Supporters Gaming League? We are a group that represents basically our MLS fan base. Right now we have the Rebellion, who's a Revolution team. The FSD Chrome with San Diego, my team, FC Dallas. We have just a lot of great teams representing a lot of great MLS squads. So if you're someone that's interested in the MLS, you're new to the Supporters Gaming League, check us out. We're available on Discord. Great community. This is going to be my, I guess, second, maybe 1.5 season here with the SGL, but it's a lot of fun with a great production that we have from Maz and a lot of great commentators that you're going to hear from as we get this cup going. But we are waiting for a couple of our players to get joined right now. We have Shorts already in, we have Polar already in, we have Gogon already in, so we are just waiting for the other team to jump in before we get going. But for those in the chat, we see a couple of y'all already talking about your teams. Who are your teams that you're cheering for the World Cup this year? I know I'm obviously a huge United States fan, but realistically, I got to maybe pick someone that go a little bit further than that. We'll see what happens. I'm going to be wearing that orange, jumping in the round in the crowd with Netherlands. I'm going to be heading up to Kansas City for a game, here Dallas for a game. Might actually head down there for Houston for their game against Sweden. So I'm really excited about this year's World Cup. Those ticket prices absolutely suck, but you know, it may not be something that we get to be a part of for another 30, 40 years, things like that, or at least that's the excuse that I used to get my wife interested in going to some games, and it ended up working out. But yeah, we got a Japan fan. Otto's national team music video. Oh yeah, absolutely. That was a banger. I think Burn got to hear one of the bangers that I'm listening to right now. We got obsessed with that AI music, but that's a whole different story for a different day. Maybe we'll share that in the next commentating match that's going on. But all right, we have Shorts has joined the Rebellion. Looks like we're getting ready to go, and we are now just moments away from season 10.5 on the Supporters Gaming League, kicking off here the upper bracket. Round 1 action of 10.5. Here we go, everybody. All right, kickoff sent to the side. Sports already maybe a little bit of nerves, tries to get mechanical and basically runs into the wall. Little CTE action early in the season. You're going to see a little bit of teams try to feel each other out, get communication going. First shot there is going to bounce off the wall, cleared away from Gogon. Gogon gets it right before his teammate Polar gets taken out. Mecky Ducky's going to be one of many to watch out for in this game for Chrome. Mecky Ducky, one of the leading goal scorers last season, one of the best defensive players, but the supporting team, including one of my favorites, French Toast, in terms of names, but Mecky Ducky showing why his offensive prowess is so scary to face against. This Rebellion team getting that early dose of what it's like being back here in the Premier League. Rebellion was a team 2 seasons ago in the Premier, dropped down to Championship. Really good team-based squad. I think once they settle in, they're going to be a dangerous team, even though they are dropping into this division. Mecky Ducky steals the boost, and Chelsea Man takes advantage to put one on the goal. Gogon knocks it away. Shorts, low boost, but still able to win the 50 and send it up the wall. Just a minute into this season already. Chrome with the 1-0 lead. Tough play there by French Toast, but they're not able to take advantage of it as Toast sends it around and Mecky Ducky clears it away. Ducky misses the chance to send it off the wall. Polar flying in, trying to get his first chance to get a shot on goal. Chelsea Man knocking that away, saying none of that. He hits it to Mecky Ducky, open shot, double the tally, double the lead. Mecky Ducky picks up the absolutely beautiful pass from Chelsea Man. If y'all know anything about Chelsea Man, he knows how to find that open player across the field. And once again, this Chrome team flexing its muscles, showing why it was oh so close last season. to being champions of the Premier side. A little bit of nerves here for the Rebellion, one of those teams that I think once they can get it going, they'll be a tough team to contend with, but they may find themselves in the lower bracket early. Shorts picks up the full boost, but gets met by Ducky in the middle on the 50. Ducky seeing if he can create there. Chelsea Man gets up, pushes back against the wall. Shorts clears it away, but only as far as French Toast. French Toast may have a chance here, goes for the 50, it's knocked away. 2-0 lead, 3 minutes to go here in game 1. It's going to be standard games this season. Not getting any fancy. Last year we had the Cup. Cup featured a couple of the snow days, a couple of the special games. But this is going to be all just straight up Rocket League as it's meant to be played. Gogon, good play there to find Polar. Polar's unable to take advantage of it, and Ducky sends it away. That's going to be the hardest part of taking down this team is Ducky's all over the field, and his supporting cast is always there to either have him or be right there where he's going to be able to hit the ball. Oh, Shorts with a great save on the fake from Ducky. Not sure if it was intentional or not, but it was a dangerous place, and Shorts was able to knock it away at the line. More than halfway through this game right now. Not much offense from the Rebellion as they're going to look to get things going. Cleared off the side. Ducky meets it in the corner. All that we've seen so far from the Rebellion is just being able to push it up, but they get their first shot on goal. Shorts and it's low and to the bottom left, nearly finding their first opportunity. Gogon with a great pinch, sends it down the side. Stocked away again, once again by French Toast. French Toast playing some great defense. Chelsea Man with a great tip, sends it down to the corner. Seeing if he can find Ducky. He does find Ducky, but Ducky gets knocked out of the way by Shorts. Nearly making it a 3-0 game. French Toast looks for the shot. Polar gets that one away easy. Not much control from this Rebellion team. One of those things that you can't do against a team like Chrome is you can't just give away the ball, sending it upfield. Shorts, good 50, but Polar's not going to be too aggressive there as he stays low. Shorts, good play, almost knocked away there from Chelsea Man. Mekki sends it right back into the danger zone. Mekki, pass down. French Toast denied at the line by Gogon. Great defense from the Rebellion. Still looking for that offense, but that defense has sure shown up here in this Premier match number 1. Oh, and there it is. It's Gogon dropping it down, cutting it in half. Under a minute to go. Their first goal back in the Premier League. Gogon knocks it straight in. Beautiful shot there, assisted by Polar. 50 seconds to go. Can they make something of this? Can they get it back? Whether it be tied up nearly off the kickoff. Couldn't tell if that was a fake or not, or just some couple of whiffs. Ducky gets off the back wall, sends it to French Toast. French Toast unable to get the tough pass. Ducky's met in the back. Chelsea Man sends it across. It's French Toast once again put it in the corner. Shorts unable to connect. A good shot there, but it's knocked away by Mekki. French Toast takes care of Polar, and Chelsea Man's wide open down the side. Tries to put it in the middle, but he's met. It's going wide open down the other side of the field, off the side of the post. Oh, it's missed by Polar. Polar with the chance, unable to take advantage. 8 seconds now left. Can they get it in the back of the net? Another one. Polar's going to take it from Gogon. His chance, misses the opportunity on a tough 50 off the backside of the wall, and FSD Chrome takes game 1 just about as close as one is going to be. This is one of those types of games that I think we expected to be close. We knew what we were going to see from Rebellion. This FSD Chrome knew that they were going to have a tough match, but 2 goals from Mekki Ducky takes it for Chrome. Really 2 early goals to be able to take advantage and get the early game 1 lead. Looking in the chat, looking like there's a lot of Gogon fans. We agree with Maz there. Looked like that last one got a good chance of getting into the goal to tie it up. But Frontera SD Chrome, 2 goals from Ducky, gets that game 1 win as we're going to head to game 2. Oh, I like it. Giving the co-worker some fan support. I like it. I like it. Where's Burn out there? I know Burn's still listening in. Hopefully Burn enjoying what he's hearing tonight. Going solo broadcast. We had another commentator lined up tonight and was not able to make it at the last minute. And I'll be honest, for those of y'all that are in the commentator group, y'all know when I say that was the fastest I think anybody's replied to a commentator availability notice. We were looking forward to this season getting going so much that we were so excited to get this going for 10.5, leading us up to the World Cup. But here we go, game 2. Chrome leading 1-0 again off of Ducky's 2 goals. Game 2 getting us going in this first match of the SGL 10.5 upper quarterfinal. All right, kickoff. Ducky almost had a dangerous chance with a shot, but unable to connect on it. Chelsea man calms it down in the corner, sends it upfield, looks for the pass. Shorts knocks it away. I think he had a little bit of opportunity to carry the ball. That's going to be something I would like to see from this Rebellion team here in Game 2, is a little bit more control, a little bit more opportunity to set their teammates up. They did a great job battling in the final minute of that last game, but they're going to need to get the go in early and not let Mecky Ducky get into this. Ducky with the 50 going across. French Toast knocked away. He sends it to the side. Him and Mecky run into each other as Chelsea man tries to create something there for Ducky. It's going to be Fnatic joining the game this time. Fnatic's in. We still have Shorts out there, and then we have C5 Sports, one of my favorite players from last season. Chelsea man steals that one, but puts it to the back right. Awkward spot for Ducky. Ducky unable to get there. Shorts goes for the 50. Fnatic looks for his first shot on goal, but not able to get a piece of it. Chelsea man with the slight pinch. Sends it up the wall. He's going to have to do it again. Loses the 50 Fnatic, but French Toast is there to clean it up. Much more aggressive, much better speed from this Rebellion team here in Game 2, as they're playing a lot quicker, a lot more setup play. But Ducky looking to set something up dangerous from Chelsea man, but they're unable to connect. French Toast, the only one back. He says no problem as he sends it up the side, but C5 Sports, again, very aggressive play. I really like what I'm seeing here from this Rebellion squad here in Game 2. Ducky runs out of boost. No beans in the midfield. Fnatic takes out French Toast. Shorts with a shot. Looking for the touch across the middle was Fnatic, but Ducky knocks it away at the line. Fnatic, new player to this series. Pointing in, but Ducky knocks it away once again. Everything that this Rebellion team is throwing, they've been able to answer so far. Fnatic, good defensive touch there. Shorts apparently didn't like the control of it and knocked it back into the other side corner. I don't know what that was from Ducky, but I liked it, I guess. But one of those turtle goals. I always appreciate a turtle goal. Any turtle fans out there in the chat? If I had a shirt for Rocket League, it would be Turtle Goal Master. It's probably the only thing I'm good at. That and missing open nets. French Toast, good opportunity. C5 Sports there to knock it away. Fnatic, close 50 on the side. Shorts comes in and cleans it up. It's going to be an open opportunity for Shorts, but Shorts gets met in the air by Ducky. Fnatic, another shot off the back post, cleared again by, once again, from Ducky. Ducky doing everything he can to thwart every single attack from this Rebellion team. Much more offensive, a lot more shots. Fnatic showing us some wall mechanics. I really like what I'm seeing from him. It seems like one of those games that you're just going to have to get one of those to find the back of the net. This time, Fnatic, good control up the field. Looks for the play. Shorts is there, not able to hit it. Hits off the crossbar, and C5 can't clean it up. Great play again from Rebellion. Fnatic puts it back into the danger zone. C5 is over there. Cleared away by Ducky. Hits the open field. Chelsea man, great flick in the air, but Shorts is able to clean it up. 0-0 game. Minute and 20 to go here in Game 2. Rebellion trailing 1-0, but you wouldn't know it based on the action of this game. Chelsea man doing what he does best, trying to set up his offense for an attack. Great pinch there once again, but it's knocked away by French Toast. 1 minute to go. We're scoreless. Game 2. Rebellion trying to grab some momentum here in their first premier match of this season. C5, great patient play there. I really like that, trying to set something up. Good 50, put it back in the corner. C5 tries to pass across the corner. Fnatic waited on it, probably smartly stayed back. A miss there from Ducky, which is really rare to say those. C5, seeing if he can take advantage, puts it in. Tough play in the corner. Fnatic being smart, sends it back to his teammate, picks up the boost. Shorts clears it around. French Toast taken out. Another dangerous play. Chelsea man gets the save on that one. Didn't look like it counted, but he was able to get it away from the goal line. C5 Sports, good bump. He's met in the air and it hits back into his own corner. Fnatic cleans it up, sends it down the field. Tough play here from Chelsea man, but he plays it perfectly. Off the corner from Chelsea man, met by Fnatic in midair. We head to overtime. Game 2, scoreless. Next goal is going to pretty much have the momentum. Shorts, great opportunity for French Toast is there. French Toast is eliminated for his troubles. Fnatic, you see his control straight in the air. Air roll, sends it wide as French Toast meets him in the air. It's been a much more defensive game from FS&D Chrome this game. But Mecky Ducky puts some pressure on. C5 able to take advantage and knock away the easy clearance. Shorts can't get by Ducky. Ducky, dangerous up top. He sends it across. Oh, a tough clearance, and French Toast is there to heat that one up and send it into the corner of the net. That is just devastating as he goes upper 90 on the top left. Rebellion played just about as good as you possibly could have there in game 2, but they come away with nothing if FSD Chrome doubles up their game lead, now up 2-0. One goal from French Toast, but we look at one of those games where it was pretty much all defense until the very end from this FSD Chrome squad. A team that 5 saves going into that. You saw Rebellion, a lot better offense. I really, really like the way that they were playing. It's just a matter of finding those good opportunities. This seems like one of those matches where they're going to need to pick off some of the FSD Chrome players. I mean, it looked like Fnatic tried to do it, wasn't able to get the bump, but that's the right idea. I think they did everything right, it seemed. Just need to fill it in the gaps and be able to create that opportunity to get one of those goals. 1 goal thus far through 2 games for the Rebellion, a team that was very offensive last season. You saw a little bit of nerves in the first game, but they really turned it on there in game 2, and I'm really excited to see what I saw for Rebellion. Despite that 2-0 lead, do not count them out. We have seen these reverses happen all the time. I think this is going to be one of those games that I think we could see go beyond. FSD Chrome is playing like they want to sweep and get out of here early, but I think Rebellion's going to want to have something to say by the time we're out of this. We're getting set now. Game 3, upper bracket. For the upper quarterfinal for the Premier. Again, for those tuning in now, this is season 10.5 of Sporters Gaming League. Sporters Gaming League featuring fans of the MLS here on Rocket League as I get kicked out and knocked back into the lobby. Let's see if we can get joined here. Here we go. All right, we are back in. Lobby's back up. Just going to wait for the players to rejoin. I think we had to change servers on that one. Some new rules coming into this season. Even the commentator probably needs to read some of the announcements that Maz puts out there, but you know, reading is tough. School is hard. I don't do that life anymore. Good to see some people in the chat. Good to see Caesar. Good to see Connor Serrano. Bunch of familiars in here. Silver Joker, welcome. Cyberburn, obviously my biggest fan here tonight. Love seeing it. Rydog joined us in the chat a little bit before the game. Shout out to his girlfriend who did not let him commentate tonight. Looks like we are server reset once again, so hold up with us here. Trying to get things going. No shade at Mr. Rydog. I was watching Rydog play some pub ranked last night, solo queuing. Felt bad for him. Got some teammates that hurt my head. I'm mechanically challenged, so watching Rydog and really any of the More mechanically featured players play is always a pleasure. Yeah, that's right, Caesar. We get to listen to more Anom conversations randomly trying to fill the air tonight. Usually it's me talking about some basketball. I'm a big TCU basketball fan. Talking about some NCAA tournament. But right now, you know, it's all about hockey. I mean, my Stars lost. I'm heartbroken about that. They lost to the Wild, which was a little bit more painful than I was expecting it to be. But, you know, right around the corner, we have World Cup coming up, and that's good enough to get me by. And watching some, obviously, Arsenal got a big lift today. Everton doing us a little bit of a favor, even though that should have been a Man City loss. That goal to tie it there at the end of the game, my goodness, that was a shot. But I think the funniest thing about that goal is I think he thought he won it, because the way he celebrated, pointing to the crowd to cover their mouths, and it was just a 3-3 game, and we have a chance now for Arsenal really to prove ourselves. I hate to say it, guys. If Palace is listening, we're gonna have some trouble with this one, but I really think we're gonna have that last game, and we're gonna do something stupid with like a 2-goal lead. But all right, jumping back in the match, they've already kicked it off. We're joining in late. 2-0 lead for Frontera SD Chrome. Maz didn't have full opportunity to get us our full graphic montage going this evening. He'll be back ready to go as we get later into this. Chelsea man, though, you know what he says? You know what? We don't need to wait for those fancy graphics. I'm going to find the back of the net. Just easy control there. Wide open space. Doesn't even need the boost. He says, who cares about the mid pad? Slots at home, bottom left. 1-0 lead for FSD Chrome. Showing the new guys back into the Premier. But you know what? Short says, hold your breath. Hold on. Hold on. Kickoff goal. Ducky goes in. Hits it awkwardly. Goes right over the head. I think that was Chelsea man, back of the net, ties us up. They went a little bit without a goal. Last game obviously scoreless in that 1-0 overtime loss in game 2. Fnatic, though, doing what he did. I really like his play. That one's knocked away by Chelsea man. Shorts unable to control it. Polar, my goodness, Meki, what are you doing, Meki? Meki showing us that this is his house and you're not coming in unannounced. Knocks that one off. Almost looked like he flipped it out of the goal. Maybe one of the saves of this tournament that we're going to get here in match number 1. That was absolutely ridiculous. We have some crap being told to Arsenal in the chat. The slander, I will not have any of it. No, we're not going to win the Champions League. I'm a realistic person here. Come on, guys. I'm a TCU fan. I know pain. Fnatic knocks it away. I really like what I'm seeing from Fnatic. Fnatic with some great play there, knocking again. Keeps it away from Chelsea man. Back across, Shorts knocking away with another save. They're playing some great team defense. Polar seeing if he can take advantage. Fnatic is all over this place. Great play. Oh my goodness. Oh, if he could have came back down on that one, I was gonna have some problems. We might have to cancel the plans. That was gonna be fancy. Fnatic almost picks up the great pass there from Shorts. As Shorts hit it across with power, Fnatic went right into a 50 in the midfield. Another pinch down in the corner. That's a dangerous one. Polar's there. Met by French Toast in the air. Polar may get another opportunity, but it's Ducky able to clean it up off the back. Meki Ducky doing it what he does. One of the best players in the Premier last season. One of the best defensive players for sure. Only behind Caesar in saves in Season 10. Shorts gets it, knocks it in for the first time here in Game 3. It's the Rebellion with the lead. We talked about it in the lead up as we went through about 4 or 5 server resets. This Rebellion team was not going to go away. This is a team that is here for the Premier League. They showed us they were the best team last year in the championship and deserved this spot. They are right back playing against one of the league's best. Ducky's one of those players that you could say that he's going to say, hold that thought. Show these newcomers back to the Premier what it's like to play up here. Shorts with the awkward fake. Unable to get it. Fnatic's going to be there around the corner. He puts it in. It's going to be a tough play, but oh, what a beautiful pass. Polar met by Meki on a great 50. French Toast gets it knocked away. Chelsea Man with a good setup, but Fnatic is able to beat him in the midfield. Mecky Ducky about halfway on the boost. A beautiful shot. What a play. Reads the redirect, comes down off of it, gets the bounce, does what he does best and takes advantage of a defense with low boost. Polar unable to get up in the air and take advantage of it, ties it up 2-2 here, game 3, minute and 53 here to go. 2-0 overall for this FSD Chrome team here in the first match of season 10.5. Those that have just joined in, say hi in the chat. Pretty welcoming group we have here tonight. Outside of Caesar, he's shady. Fnatic, oh, Fnatic, beautiful. Polar cleans it up. Fnatic with an absolute saucy pass. My goodness. Fnatic is going to be my early nominee for my favorite player this season. Polar connects with it, takes the lead, minute half to go here in game 3 as this Rebellion team looks to pick it back up. Just what an absolute, just beautiful, just nasty sauce on that pass from Fnatic. That was just absolutely dirty. I'm going to be dreaming about that pass here tonight. Can the Rebellion do anything with it, though? 3-2 game here in game 3. Shorts with the back wall, able to send across. Fnatic sends it off the corner. It's going to be an awkward bounce. Fnatic gets the shot. Polar looks to clean it up again, but he's met by French Toast. Back-to-back saves. One coming from Ducky, one from French Toast. Prevents this 2-goal lead, and right on the other end, my God, Chelsea Man. So clean. So clean and filthy. Look at that. Top wall, redirect off the back wall. Polar was almost there, but it got saucy with Bob Rahman. My goodness. 3-3 game. Couldn't ask for any more in this one. Absolute drama. Fnatic looking to add to it. He's met in the air by French Toast. French Toast has been everywhere this match, so is Chelsea Man. Shorts, good shot, back of the net. He splits the defense. It looked like it was Ducky. It looked like it was Chelsea Man. Both of them had an opportunity for the save, but Shorts connects with it with that perfect touch. Soft touch into the bottom of the goal. Light the lamp, 4-3, 40 seconds to go. This has been a debit cinema game, just like Maz said. Doesn't get any better here in game 3. If this shows you what this season's going to be like, what this tournament's going to be like, it's going to be back and forth. It's going to be one of those where obviously in a season you kind of see who's the best team overall. Not saying that neither of these teams could be that best team overall, but tournament play is just so crazy. You only get that one opportunity to find your way through that bracket. Fnatic showing us who he's going to be this season. He gets it and knocks it away. Good clear there from Shorts, but he's taken out. French Toast down the middle. Mecky Ducky, 2 seconds, pops it up. Hit down, Chelsea Man has to keep it up, and he doesn't. Rebellion takes game 3, 4-3. A goal with 40 seconds left in game 3. Steals it for Rebellion in a game that went absolutely back and forth. What a beautiful game there. Shorts, 3 goals, took control of it, including the game winner on the soft touch. Look at those shots. 14 shots from the Rebellion in that game. Only 8 from FSD Chrome. This Rebellion team, every single game in this series so far, has come back, and they're coming out swinging as we're going to head to game number 4 with FSD Chrome leading 2-1 in this series. The upper quarterfinal is a premiere for, once again, as you guys are joining the chat, this is the Supporters Gaming League season 10.5 shortened season. Said it 100 times now, just getting ready for the World Cup. A lot of the group in here, big fans of obviously MLS teams, European teams, and obviously ready for the World Cup and supporting the countries and all that comes with that. But 2-1 game here, Frontera SD Chrome. Oh yes, the USL, don't get me wrong. USL is actually pretty awesome. I wish I could find it more, but hell, it's easier than watching some of the MLS on Apple these days, but I'm a cheapskate, so that's my fault. Not able to watch Formula One. For those of y'all that watch Formula One, I can't even tell you who won. And I watched every race last season. Really, the last like 3 or 4 seasons. Staying up late, watching things. But since it's moved to Apple, still haven't been as big of a fan of being able to watch it. Again, cheapskate. That's my fault. My problem. I would rather spend X amount of dollars we're not going to talk about on World Cup tickets. But you know what? It's not about me. It's about Game 4 here between FSD Chrome and Rebellion. Here we go. Momentum with the Rebellion. Great Game 2, but they came out with a 1-0 loss in overtime. Beautiful Game 3 as they won 4-3. We see new face. Gogon jumps back in. Gogon gonna see what he can do here. Gogon taken out by Ducky right as I said that. My goodness. Oh my god. French Toast said, "You stole my lunch money," and almost knocked him clear out of the play. Fnatic met in the air. Fnatic, one of the key players if they're going to take this. Fnatic's been playing so well. He looked for the pinch from Gogon. Gogon drove away from it. Good clear there from Gogon with a safe play. Fnatic in the back. Great pinch. Gogon nearly comes off with that from Fnatic. Looked like they pinched it together. Couldn't completely see who it was, but it was close. Here goes Fnatic again. Looking in the air. Knocked. Almost an own goal from the corner. It's in the middle as C5 knocks it into Chelsea Man. Chelsea Man, great play there. Fnatic, slow touch. Looking it off the wall. It's knocked away by Meki. Gogon looking at it again. Unable to come down with it. Frenchy Toast now with it. No boost in the corner. No boost in a dream as it's knocked up the field by Chelsea Man. Fnatic takes the full boost and he's going to try to use it. Meki's waiting for him on the ground. But Fnatic doesn't even care about that as he sends it C5 with a chance. He sends it back up to the corner of the wall. Chelsea Man gets it, but right at Fnatic. Fnatic unable to do anything with it, sends it up the field. Gogon, great touch there to get away. Down the middle. He's going to have an open shot. Almost knocked away by Ducky, but nope. Gogon finds the back of the net. And for the second game in a row, Rebellion with the 1-0 lead. Memory's not working too well. I don't think that actually happened, but you know what? Doesn't matter. We're in Game 4, 1-0 lead here for the Rebellion. Gogon's found it. You can see that he's been practicing the offseason with some beautiful touch. My goodness, Fnatic once again with a complete fake out. This time it's on defense. Gogon, good pound down the corner. Meki finds it. C5 says, no, not today. C5, good pass. Fnatic with the 50, knocked away by Chelsea Man, straight up in the air. 3 minutes, about 3 minutes left to go here in Game 4. Chelsea Man sent it. French Toast not able to get it as Fnatic finds it. But here goes Ducky. Ducky with a beautiful pass to Chelsea Man. Can't connect with power. Ducky Man's going to try it again, but this one's going to knock away from Fnatic. Fnatic down the pipe. Met by French Toast right in the middle, but it's going to be Gogon. Gogon with a shot. Finds it left. Nearly finds the post. It's sent right back into the backside of the Rebellion. Watch out for phrasing on those ones. Oh, just pure sauce there from Chelsea Man. Chelsea Man with a sick pass across the goal. French Toast finds it and knocks it in, ties it up nearly perfectly halfway here through Game 4. This FSD Chrome finished second last year in the Premier League. Just 3 points off of the league title last year. Gogon, tough play there. French Toast unable to capitalize. Chelsea Man with a 50 on Fnatic. Sends it right to Chelsea Man. Back of the net. French Toast once again. Look at that from Chelsea Man. Just a beautiful 50. Sends it right into the middle of the field. No one on defense. FSD Chrome into the lead now. 2-1. With 2:18 to play. 2-1 on the scoreboard, 2-1 in the series. C5 sends it up to Fnatic. Fnatic can't do much with it as he didn't have boost. He gets the food boost, sends it in the mid. Meki Ducky knows what to expect. You can see that he's adjusted a little bit. Meki Ducky's been one of those players that you see him play really smart against mechanical players like someone like Fnatic. Just waiting for them to get up in the air, and then Ducky will come to meet him. C5 knocks it away from Frenchie. Tough play here in the corner. Minute 48 to go. Beautiful pass there, but C5 was not able to do anything with it. Rebellion side can't get it out of their defensive zone. Gogon, great bounce off the wall. Misses just a little bit. Fnatic able to knock it away, though. Chelsea man looking at the wall read again. So good, but off the top of the crossbar. French toast back of the net again. The trifecta hat trick here in game 4. Another just absolutely sick pass from Chelsea man. I mean, that is 3 or 4 passes that have just been absolutely ridiculous from Chelsea man. French toast taking an advantage. 3-1 game. Can Rebellion find the answer here? Gogon looking for a quick one. Nearly gets it off the back. Fnatic's going to do so. What a play from Gogon. We talk about beautiful plays from Chelsea man, and he answers right back. This play off the wall, that 50, set it up perfectly. Fnatic, who avoided the bounce and did not get knocked away, and brings it within 1 with 1:20 to go. 2-1 lead for FSD Chrome overall, clinging to a 1-goal lead here in game 4. Tough play from C5. Meki, almost again. That's 3 in a row right off the line. Gogon, great clearance, and that one is going to find the inside corner. Nasty team kills there, since Gogon is the only one alive up the field. Gogon does it again to delay. Sees 5, puts the shot on goal. Ducky takes this often away, but Fnatic, oh, great flip reset, but he doesn't have anything to come get it. Grabs the mid beans. Chelsea man takes it away before he can get a piece of it. Chelsea man straight up top. Fnatic just waiting for it. Flip reset. Sends it down to the left side of the field. Goes for the 50, but there's Meki. Like we said, always waiting. Oh, French toast. My goodness. His 4th goal of the game. If there's been a guy that has just stepped up to the occasion, he has been there on every perfect pass. This one comes from Ducky, previous from Chelsea man, and you see why this team was so dangerous with their team play. 4-2 game. Is it too much for this Rebellion squad here in the upper bracket quarterfinal? Winner will advance. Loser heads down to the lower part of the bracket. A tough welcoming to season 10.5 and a tough welcoming back in to the Premier for this Rebellion team, but they have played so well this game. Just some tough breaks. 10 seconds to go. Gonna need a little bit more than a miracle to come back here. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. This one's gonna be FSD Chrome. 3 games to 1 as the ball stays up in the air here for just a couple minutes. Knockdown. FSD Chrome 3-1 after a absolutely masterclass from French Toast, picking up everything that was dished his way. Chelsea man 3 assists. Meki Ducky with that beautiful assist there with 40 seconds to go. One of those games that was just played so well from the Rebellion, but find themselves down 3-1 in a game that it really felt like it could have gone either way as that one was going on. How do you feel about that one, chat? See the great pass. See Gogon's on fire. Completely agree. He had that great setup for that goal to bring it back with about 1.5 minutes to play. See if there's any other in there before we get going here for game 5. Like we're going to have some subs. Fnatic jumping out. Looks like Gogon jumping out. Same 3 from Chrome. They're consistent. They know how to play together. They know what's up. See some teams going with a consistent 3 or 4. FSD Chrome, one of those teams that was so good last season. See Triple C. See if we get him back in the game. We got Shorts coming back. Triple C coming in. It's going to be the same 3 from FSD Chrome here as we head into game 5. Rebellion up 3, or excuse me, down 3-1. FSD Chrome looking to close things out. What do you think, chat? Are we going to go 6? Or are we calling it in 5? We'll find out here. SGL upper bracket quarterfinal game 1. French Toast right off the bat, right on a boost, and looks like he was trying to do his taxes there in front of the goal before wanting to hit that in. I just don't think he had any momentum to be able to go get that ball, and they were able to clear it away. Shorts up the wall, knocks it away. Chelsea man was waiting for it. Good pass across. Triple C unable to come up with it. Oh my goodness. What an absolute pass from Chelsea man. This time it's Chelsea man finding Mecky Ducky finding the back of the net, wide open. All he needed was the top touch on the ball. You see the duck come down from the clouds. You know what that means. 1-0 FSD Chrome. Less than 30 seconds here into Game 5. Chelsea man unable to get it away from Shorts. Shorts, my goodness. Absolutely right off the side. Mecky Ducky able to find it off the post. Triple C sends it across. Chelsea man with a great save in the middle. Polar off the wall, completely misses. I know that feeling, let's be honest. Oh, a shot off the corner there from French Toast. Beautiful setup, but it really didn't have much of an angle. There was a lot of crowd inside the middle. Chelsea man knocks it away. Polar unable to get it. Time he is able to clear it. Chelsea man those waiting there in the middle. Chelsea man sends it up. Not much offense there. Really patient game from this FSD Chrome, and see what the patience does right there with another pass from French Toast. But Chelsea man was unable to clean it up. Triple C with the pass straight to the middle. Both of them were over in the corner. Unfortunately, we have a bunch of dead bodies rather than shots on goals if they both take each other out. Mecky Ducky, low on boost. Playing up to the left side. Gets a good 50. Sends it into a dangerous spot. Able to get control of it, but nobody there. Another, again, patient play from FSD Chrome as they're seeing like they're just waiting for opportunities. Almost like one of those games where they're just waiting for mistakes and they almost get one there. French Toast met my Polar in the middle. Chelsea man, a little bit of a fake there. Good play as French Toast sends it back. Mecky Ducky spins off of it as Polar finds it. Polar, good opportunity for the shot. He hits the top of the crossbar. Triple C in off the left post. Ties it up, and look at that celebration down the field. That's going to be a yellow card for sure. The refs aren't going to be taking that one. Flying down the field with a 6 celebration. I like the Arsenal badge. It's meant to be this season. We're going to do it. We're not going to bottle it. We'll talk about that here in a few weeks, but, you know, 1-1 game. Nearly halfway through here, Game 5. Mistakes all around. That's all that was. Mecky Ducky takes advantage of those every day that ends in Y. Sits up on that corner, punches it in. French Toast gets credit for the assist, but it seemed like one of those ones where just not great communication in the middle. Polar and Triple C unable to clear the ball out. Mecky's going to take advantage of that, like we said, every time. Chelsea man pounds it off, and Ducky finds it, but unable to clean it up cleanly. Polar, great pass. Yes. What a pass from Polar, and Shorts is right there to tie us right back up. This Rebellion team is not going away anytime soon. Shorts says, eat your Wheaties. I'm stronger than you, and he puts it right back over Ducky. Absolutely great games here. Ever since, and really not saying Game 1 was that bad either, but ever since Game 1, this has just been an absolutely great battle between both of these teams. Polar trying to give his team the lead, not able to do it, knocked away. Chelsea man tries to push it upfield. Low on boost is French Toast. Polar met in the middle, right to the side. Oh my goodness, Shorts is unable to clean it up as he knocks it to the left of the goal. Shorts trying to atone for him at great 50 in the middle. Has a goal in this match on 3 shots. Smart play by him, but not able to get it past French Toast. Triple C getting some control, sets up Shorts. Shorts goes off the side. Into the corner, not much going on there, but a great knockdown. Mecky sends somebody flying, sends another one. There's broken ankles all over the field. Get out the medic, my goodness. If he could put this across the goal, it'll be a highlight. Phil, Polar beats Chelsea man. Shorts nearly had a wide open goal. This time it's Polar. This has been a game. Minute and 27 to go. Not anything between them here except for Ducky. Ducky is the only thing standing in front of them right now. His second goal of this one. Once again, Chelsea man, what a spot off the top corner. It was going to be Ducky or French Toast. They were both cleaning that up on aisle 3. 3-2 lead as they're trying to put this series away and send themselves into the next round. French Toast with a great 50 off the kickoff. 1:18 to go for the Rebellion. They've played so well this game. They have done just about everything right except for keeping the open free balls away from Ducky. We'll see, unable to clear it, and Chelsea Man sends it back up the other side of the field. Lots of boom ball with a minute to go, which favors FSD Chrome. Short looks for the fake, but Chelsea Man answers it right back. Not much control here. A little bit of boom ball, a lot of time wasting from FSD Chrome as they're looking to close out the series. Great pass from Ducky, but Chelsea Man, who was maneuvering around, wasn't able to find it home. Good pass from Polar, sends it to a dangerous spot in the corner. But once again, as usual, it's Ducky with a great read. Chelsea Man hits it up. He's going to have a chance to put this one in. Almost, but unable to get it past Shorts, who was there to knock it away. Minute 15. Looking for the pinch. Polar sends it up top. Triple C with the chance. Hits it high. Ducky is going to find the wide open net at the other end. He does. Ducky doing what Ducky does best. 4 goals in a game-clinching shot. 3 seconds left in Game 5. An absolute great series from the Rebellion. They're going to look back on this one. There's so many chances, so many opportunities. Really well played from Rebellion. But FSD Chrome, there's a reason why they were second in the Premier last season. Flexing a little bit of muscle. Almost closing this out as Chelsea Man wants to have one final say. Flip reset, sends it to the corner. Shorts keeps it up. Ducky does as well, and it drops down. FSD Chrome 4-1. A great match from the Rebellion, but not enough for the runners-up from Season 10. FSD Chrome closes it out with 4 goals from Ducky. Just an absolutely beautiful game from FSD Chrome there in Game 5. One of those games that I felt like they played really patient. They waited for Rebellion to make mistakes. They put Rebellion in opportunities that were really tough and awkward. One of those kinds of a series where I think they kind of settled into it and were able to take advantage and put things home as they advance here in the upper bracket of the Premier. 10.5. It's not a cup. I don't know what we actually officially ended up calling it, but it's going to be a beautiful competition over the next couple weeks as we lead it up to the World Cup. We're going to see if we're going to have any interviews here tonight as we recap what was a great game from both teams in the opener. Rebellion, again, team coming up from the championship. They were in the Premier 2 seasons ago. Just super competitive. I mean, that was a game that really could have gone either way. You talk about a game they lost 1-0 in overtime, lost a game that they were tied 2-2 in the final minute of Game 5. Really great showing for them. But FSD Chrome, again, with Mecky Ducky, one of those guys that's just so hard to play against. He takes advantage of every single one of your mistakes. I know when I played against him last season, he pretty much waited until I touched the ball, and then he was pretty much going to find the back of the net off of my shots. As we wait to see who we get from any interviews here tonight, looking in the chat again. What do we got going on this upcoming week? Any good plans for Mother's Day? Reminder, everybody, it is Mother's Day this Sunday. So if anybody has completely forgot, there's still an opportunity to get out, get that card, get those flowers. If the other half is married, they all have kids, don't forget them as well. Now we're just in filler time, we're going to be completely honest, but seeing if we got anybody, still waiting to see. Special thanks to everybody obviously jumping here into Game 1 of Season 10.5. I see y'all in the chat, Gogon, Connor, Silver Joker, appreciate you guys. Maz, obviously, with production as always, is top notch and getting things set up for us and getting the season going for us and everything going on this season. Debit jumping in. I think Caesar left a little bit earlier. Previewing a couple of our other matches that are going to be going on this season. I'm going to jump and talk about a little bit about the championship bracket. Still waiting for some of those matches to get set up and finalized. They will be played between now and Sunday. We have Defloon Blue, the second half of the new Minnesota squad that's joined The Supporters Gaming League will be taking on EC Defiance. My Dallas Burn will be taking on FSD Azul in the second quarterfinal. Then we have Steel Army and EC Eternal. Winner of that match is going to be taking on my Dallas Burner Azul, depending on who wins out of that one. And Los Verdes will got the award-winning bye from the other side as we jump in and look at now the Premier Bracket. We have FSD Chrome jumping out first match of the season, 4-1 win. And you know what's kind of interesting? We talked about Rebellion's Cup road last year. Will we see something like that from Chrome? Chrome 4-1 winners in this one. Rebellion were 4-1 winners in their first match of the Cup in Season 10. But we look at through the upper quarterfinal matches. We have La Cinco Doce, Axon Army, still looking to get scheduled El Matador. That's going to be a dangerous team. Caesar and Luis and company getting ready for that one. Casey Cauldron will be rounding things out there in match 3. Dethune Black, Doughboy, Turnt, a couple other players. Like to give Turnt crap. I'm hoping to commentate that one, see how bad he is without me playing along his side. If you know what I'm talking about in the chat, Bird. That's going to be an interesting one. I think this is going to be a really tough battle. I think when you talk about these cups, again, we talked about over the season, usually you see maybe the best kind of rise to the top. And obviously, there's a reason why teams won the league last year that won the league, and Rebellion did what they did in the championship. But cup competitions, you best of 7, do it your best, all regular games. We don't have any of those gimmicks. We don't have any snow days. We don't have any of the other ones. No doubles playing. And so I think it's just really going to be one of those seasons where you're going to see some great matchups. I'm really hoping you see some crazy overtime Game 6, Game 7 type scenarios here. I think as you look as this tournament goes on, and you even get those placement games, there's going to be a lot of action this season as we lead up to this summer's World Cup. And don't know if there's going to be any special cup or competition going on during the World Cup, but definitely a season to look forward to. There's going to be a lot of play, a lot of stuff going on, and so we're excited for what's to come. But all right, we're going to have just one interview. It's going to be Shorts. As soon as he's ready to join us, we're going to get Shorts jumping in. Not going to have anybody from FSD Chrome, no problem. They won. They got to drink beer afterwards. Just kidding. Sorry if y'all are under 21. But great game from Shorts. I mean, Shorts played one of those games where it seems like once he settled in, the whole team came in. And speak of the devil, looks who just joined us. Shorts, how you doing tonight?
Good. Wish we got a win, but I feel pretty good about the way we played.
Yeah, it feels like one of those games that after you guys settled in after that first game looked like maybe nerves first 30, 45 seconds, and obviously Ducky does what he does, but it felt like game 2 and beyond, you guys really settled in.
Yeah, for sure. We got a new addition to our lineup. We're running obviously a big rotation tonight, so didn't allow ourselves to get super settled in. So I think we held up really well in that case, and yeah, I'm really happy about how we kind of pulled together throughout that series.
We talked about it a little bit with you guys rotating, and obviously FSD Chrome pretty much playing their set 3. Do you think that's more difficult having a big roster in a cup competition, or do you think it's just a matter of, hey, we're going to play together, we're going to do this however we want to?
Yeah, I'd say it's more difficult, but I think it makes us better as a team. Everybody being able to play with everyone, it kind of helps us all get into the same type of tactics, I guess you could say. So we're all kind of playing the same game regardless of who's in the lineup. Which I think is really good for the long run, but definitely more difficult in the short run.
You talk about a new addition. I think one of those guys was Fnatic, and just how mechanical he was and how he played. What can you say about just the way that he kind of got things going there in as the series went on?
It's super exciting to play with him. One of the best and certainly most mechanical players that I personally have ever played with. So yeah, it's super fun playing with him, and I expect great things from us as a team with that addition. So yeah, I was super happy to have him, and it's really fun to play.
We talk about you guys being one of those teams coming back up to the Premier League from Championship. With how much offense you guys had, do you think like as this settles in here for 10.5 that you're going to get some of that chemistry back? You talk about a deep lineup, but what are you kind of expecting throughout this bracket, and just kind of as we kind of get this fun season of a couple weeks before World Cup starts?
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to develop quickly. We're going to develop well as a team together. As we build that chemistry, as we kind of build that flow, we have our base. You know, 4 out of the 5 of us have been playing together for a really long time now, so we kind of have that kind of set togetherness from there, and we won the championship last season. So we're still riding that high, and adding a player like Fnatic is going to even boost you even higher if you can imagine that. So we're really excited about how we're going to compete. All of those games felt really close on our side. It never felt like we were really out of any of the games. So uh, and them being second place in the league, winners of the cup, it's looking up for the future for all the opponents we have to face now that we've been moved up.
About Fnatic in the chat, just saying the goat is on the mic, and it seems like you guys, like you said, we're having great chemistry. We the teams it looks like you guys will play either El Matador or KC Cauldron. What do you expect out of those teams, and is there a team you would rather play? I know obviously it's going to be the lower bracket when that comes time, but what do you think about those two teams, that potential matchup?
Yeah, two OG teams. I honestly don't even know who El Matador is running for their for their roster at this point because they've had so many players come in. But I'd like to play against Luis. I know Fnatic knows Luis from other leagues, so I think it'd be really fun to get them up against each other. I think mechanically, they're both very very talented players, so it'd be a really interesting matchup. We kind of look at Serrano as a team as our kryptonite. We always get scared when we see the name Serrano. So this kind of dates back to when we really first joined the league and Serrano just dunked on us in the cup match. So we try to avoid Serrano at all costs, but in the best way possible. He's a great player.
I unfortunately found that out. I think it was either my week or week 2 last year of just getting dunked on. So hey, welcome to the league. Here's a guy that's going to finish on you anytime. Phrasing there a little bit. So you guys obviously have the long way to go, lower bracket. But what do you think is going to take it to find your way through that lower bracket and maybe back against that FSD Chrome later on in this tournament?
Yeah, I hope we get a rematch. It was a really fun match, and I think we can definitely prove ourselves with a rematch. The way we played today makes us feel really positive as we move forward. So I think an early start in the next series of a good start, maybe get the first goal or two in our next series will really put wind behind our sails and will give us all the confidence in the world because we still have some now, even after losing that series.
Oh, absolutely. It seemed like, especially after that first game got done, everything was pretty much 50-50 at that point. But as always, at the end of these, any shout-outs for anybody in the chat? Any shout-outs for the teammates or anything like that tonight?
Yeah. Shout out to you guys and Maz behind the scenes or on the stream. Thank you for getting us on stream. Shout out to my team, all 5 of us showing up tonight for such a late match on the East Coast. So good on us. Good on Bowler for waking up as he normally does last second. So yeah, and shout out to anybody in the chat. It's Twitch Prime subs are free, so hit that button.
All right, well, we appreciate your shorts. Like I said, good game tonight. It was, despite what the actual tally was, it seems like a pretty 50-50 game, and I would definitely be excited to see that rematch down the line. And obviously, good luck to you guys this season, and we'll see where everything falls for next week.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Shorts. All right, Shorts to Parts here from, again, wrapping up 4-1 game. Frontera SD Chrome takes the opener match as they'll hit it into the upper bracket while Rebellion drops into the lower. Previewing just a little bit of our championship bracket before we close things up and call it a night on night 1 here in the Supporters Gaming League Season 10.5. As we talked about, Deathloon Blue, the brand new Minnesota squad, is going to be taking off EC Defiance as things get going. My EM Dallas Burn will be get going, and not going to give any hints away with who's on whose roster as the Dallas Burn squads kind of dropped into 2 different teams this season. Going to be an interesting group there. FSD Azul will be matching up against us, looking to set that up. And Steel Army and EC Eternal will close things out here in the upper bracket of the first 3 games, Los Verdes with the bye as we head in to this season each week. will be a new round for this tournament. Obviously, the upper quarterfinal will be completing between now and Sunday. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you have already favored us. Make sure you follow. Make sure you follow us on the social media so you can figure out whenever these games get scheduled. Maz does a great job announcing in our Discord. Our Discord community is great to be a part of. So we highly suggest coming, being a part of the Supporters Gaming League. We are a league of soccer fans that also love Rocket League. We love gaming in general. So if anybody's looking for some people to play with, some people to hang out with, a great group to be a part of. Again, this is my second season here, but it's been nothing but a welcoming squad. And huge shout out to all of the SGL people, all of the commentators, of course, Maz, and some of the admins, and obviously some of the founders in this and what they've got going here as the Supporters Gaming League. One of great leagues here on Rocket League, but a fun one to be a part of. And we're one match down here in season 10.5, and I thank you guys so much for joining us here in the opening night, season 10.5 here on May 4th. Again, happy May 4th, and may the 4th be with you to all that celebrate here as we head up and lead up into the next month, which is an exciting month of soccer or football for a lot of us here. And Maz is going to be enjoying the Toronto FC tomorrow night. He was saving his voice. He didn't want to jump in here tonight and jump into things. But thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys in the chat. Thank you for the great match tonight from Frontera. SD Chrome winning 4-1 against the Rebellion as we start things off. Match 1. That'll call us out here. I'm Anomaly, joined by our producer Maz. We'll be back with more action later this week, whether it be my team here tomorrow night or whether it be some other action. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and tuning in each night here at Supporters Gaming League. Peace out. Have a great night from the Supporters Gaming League.